Alrighty, hello, my name is Natalie Hewey and I am taking this Communication in the Workplace course and I will be presenting my leadership assessment and style. So a little bit about me before we get started is that I'm a barista at Starbucks for 2.5 years, and actually Starbucks is the reason that I get to go to ASU through the SCAP program. I have a dog named Rosie. She's my little mini golden doodle and she's my best friend. I just got her in January, so she's about 6 months old. I'm in my first year at ASU, majoring in communications and media studies with a minor in business. So for my leadership assessment, I found that I was a democratic leader, which means I accept input from others. Participation is key. Collaboration, engagement, and creativity are the three main factors. I'm a team player and go with the flow to help inspire trust. These values are very important, so a democratic leader values its people's values. They want to make everyone happy and care about feelings. When it comes to agreeing or disagreeing with this concept, yes, I want everyone to get along and create a cohesive group. I'm also not a standby person, typically take the lead without overpowering. Communication can be a flaw in this democratic leadership, but communication is actually something I take a lot of pride in. I always make sure whenever there's a group or a project that there's open communication, either a group chat or an email thread or something to really make us all cohesive and be in the know with everything. I don't like when one person knows more than the other. I've worked in some groups where minor opinions have been overlooked, and that's something I do want to work on because sometimes the quietest people have the biggest ideas. Timely projects tend to be my worst enemy because I am very much scared of restrictions. I like being open and having, oh, please get it to me as soon as you can, rather than, oh, set date, set time. It can be stressful for me, and I don't like to procrastinate, so yeah. The connection in chapter 7 with the relationship between supervisor-subordinate communication. So in democratic leadership, it's all about receiving constructive feedback, earning that respect, trust, and loyalty, and having more motivation. Because democratic leaders value other people's values, it helps with building relationships from that supervisor and the subordinates below. An example of this would be Starbucks one-on-ones. So I'm a barista at the very low bottom of the totem pole at Starbucks, and each quarter we have partner development plans with our store manager each quarter, and these help me build a relationship not only with my store manager but also talk about my short-term and long-term goals at Starbucks. This has helped me create that trust with my boss and tell my boss things that I want them to know, and really just build that relationship and that one-on-one time that we don't necessarily always have when we're on the floor. I really appreciate this time because I can talk about anything, and we have a really good relationship because of these. So some of the barriers in democratic leadership involve taking too much time to make decisions. Accounting for everyone's values can make the right decisions difficult because democratic leadership values all people's feelings and making everyone feel included. This can make because everyone has different morals and values, this can create kind of a barrier, I guess, because you can't make everyone happy, obviously, because everyone has different morals and values. So coming to a consensus and communicating those is always something that can improve this barrier. Unequal communication and participation. Participation can lead to dominance or lack thereof, which leads to an overload of information or misinformation. And like I said earlier, the quietest people can always have the most information, and the loudest people can always have the most misinformation. So to conclude, democratic leadership values its people's values, creating mutual respect, openness, and it has the base of good communication. I feel I can learn what barriers I can work on and strive for in personal work and other environments. I look forward to taking this course and learning more about different forms of leadership and communication. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.